That's all for your school news. Now over to Shannon with today's sports.
Thanks, Darren. Last night, the varsity basketball boys beat South Lyon East 76-36. Junior Trendon Hankerson scored 17 of Novi's points. The hockey team tied Livonia Franklin 2-2 last night. They have an outdoor game on Sunday against Northville. You can look at their Twitter at Novi_hockey for more details. In their meet against Plymouth Salem last night, the wrestling team totaled 45 points, defeating Salem by 11. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons play the Golden State Warriors at 10:30 at Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Also tonight, the Detroit Red Wings play in Dallas against the Stars at 8:30. Dallas is 7th in the Central Division and sits at 17 wins and 17 losses. The Red Wings are 8th in the Atlantic Division and have a record of 17-18. That's all for today's sports report. Now back to the desk. Thanks, Emma. Tonight at Novi Bowl, the varsity bowling boys and girls have a meet against Westland John Glenn, starting at 3:30. The ski team also has a meet tonight against Brother Rice, Marion, and Milford at Alpine Valley. The boys and girls basketball teams have games tonight. Boys are playing South Lyon East at home, JV and freshmen play at 5:30, and varsity is at 7. The girls have the same time schedule, but they will be playing at South Lyon East. Last night, the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Clemson Tigers competed in the CFP Championships in Tampa, Florida. At the end of the second quarter, the Crimson Tide had a 1-touchdown lead. Alabama running back Bo Scarborough scored both of the touchdowns, while Clemson's touchdown was scored by their quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Watson was a standout all game, notably when he, with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter and trailing by 3 points, got the ball at his own 32 and started a drive. 9 plays and 68 yards later, with 1 second on the clock, Hunter Renfro caught a 2-yard touchdown to win the game. The drive included 6 completed passes and a goal line pass interference call. Clemson topped the Crimson Tide, defeating them with a final score of 35-31. Tonight, the Detroit Red Wings will be playing in Chicago at 8:30. They are currently ranked 8th in the Atlantic Division, while the Blackhawks are 1st in the Central Division. The Pistons also play tonight, tipping off against the Sacramento Kings at 10:30 in Sacramento. The Pistons are currently 18-21 and 10th in the Eastern Conference. That's all for today's sports report. Now back to the desk. Thank you, Darren. The varsity football team fell to the Salem Rocks last Friday at the homecoming game with a final score of 27-23. They play again this Friday at Northville at 7. Last weekend, the boys cross-country team defended their title as county champions with 73 points. Last night, the varsity soccer team played Livonia Churchill for their senior night. They won with a final score of 3-0. Also last night, the varsity field hockey team played the Saline Hornets. The only goal was scored by senior captain Annie Fisher. They play again tomorrow night at the Academy of the Sacred Heart. Junior Aaron O'Leary was named the Michigan Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year this month. This means that our school can expect to receive a few things in the next month. A trophy as well as a banner to showcase at the school, as well as one Gatorade sideline kit containing products and premiums for Novi sports use. A new quality of this award this year is that Aaron has the chance to pick a sports-based organization to have Gatorade donate $1,000 to. Last night, the varsity hockey team played number 8 ranked Livonia Churchill and beat them 4-3. The first goal for Novi was scored early in the first period by Brandon Coor. Early in the second period, the Cat's Eye's own Zach Perpich scored. The final 2 goals for Novi were scored by Logan Londo and Evan Chipper, respectively, both in the third period. The girls' varsity basketball team played Livonia Stevenson last night. The Wildcats came out on top with a final score of 49-41. Their next game is tomorrow at home at 7. The boys' basketball team played Livonia Stevenson last night as well and beat them 67-65. Juniors Travion Maddox and Trendon Hankerson played a big part in the game. Maddox had 17 points and Hankerson had 14 points, and senior Alec Begaris had 16 points. They play again tomorrow at 7. Tonight, boys' swim and dive have a meet at Birmingham Grove starting at 6:30. That's all for today's sports report. Now back to the desk.